Hi there, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts, UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another project in the series that I'm doing about my April craft box. My April craft box is based on the Petal Passion suite. So it includes half a pack of the designer series paper, half a pack of the embellishments, half a pack of the memories and more cards, some cardstock in black, powder pink and whisper white, some note cards and envelopes, some organza ribbon and some powder pink shimmer ribbon and some basic pearls. Full details of those are of what's included over on my blog, which is linked immediately below here. Today I thought I would have a look at the memories and more cards as a memory keeping option. I showed you a card earlier in the week using the memories and more cards as a card option, so using elements from the memories and more to make cards, because that's the and more bit. So today I thought I would do a bit of memory keeping. Now, scrapbooking is pretty much where I started with papercraft. I would always say that scrapbooking is my passion. I get to do it very little these days because I work part-time as a job, and obviously I'm doing this and I'm teaching classes, and there is a limited number of hours in every day. So I do less memory keeping now than I used to, but it is still my passion. So one of the options, and it is an optional extra with the kit, is to add on the variety pack of 6x8 photo pocket pages, and this is one of those variety packs. It's a full pack. You get 12 pages in your pack, and you get 3 each of 4 designs. So you get, I think that's, oh no, not quite right. So you get one 6x8 that is a full 6x8. You get 1, 2, so these are the ones that you don't get 3 of. So you get, sorry, I've got a bit of rogue cardstock there. So you get 1 6x8, 2 that have 2 pockets that are 6x4, and then you get 3 that have 4 pockets that are 4x3, 3 that have 2 4x3 at the top and then a 4x6 at the bottom, and 2 that are 4x6 at the top and 4x3 at the bottom. So a nice variety. Now I'm going to use, I'm going to use one of the ones that is a 6x4 at the top and 2 4x3s at the bottom. I should say that these are £5.50, so you can add them onto your craft box, and I will get them out to you without charging any additional postage and packing. The craft box is £20 delivered, and if you add these in, then you'll just pay the £25.50, which will be for the craft box, and the £5.50 for the extra pages, and it will still be delivered to you within that cost. So it's a good way of saving the postage. So I apologise for the photograph. It's not the best photograph I've ever taken, but it's for this project, so it was right for the project. So I've chosen in fact I've chosen 2 memories and more cards. So I've got this one, which on the back is this lovely floral in powder pink, because the memories and more have powder pink included, so it's black and white with this nice soft powder pink as a feature, and the designer series paper is just black and white. On the opposite side of this particular card, it's got "To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides," which is a really lovely sentiment. So I've dug out this photo, which I took a couple of years ago on Midsummer's Day, and it is the sun rising from the top of the Wittenham Clumps, which are very near to where I live. I live in South Oxfordshire near the Wittenham Clumps, and my husband and I drove up on Midsummer's Day a couple of years ago and took this photograph as the sun was rising. And that's part of the reason it's not a great photograph, because I was looking with the camera straight into the sun, which is not something that I would recommend you do. Looking straight into the sun is not a great idea. I should say that I was wearing more than one pair of dark glasses in order to do it, and I was looking through the camera lens, or the camera screen, so I wasn't looking directly into the sun. But that is why it's got this bokeh effect on it as well. But it's perfect for the saying, and it was a kind of, I like sunrises and sunsets, so it was a bit of a marry up. So I've got one of those, and I've got this as my journaling card. On the back there are these floral, and it's "This makes my heart happy because sunrises and sunsets do." So I'm going to put it together very quickly. I have cut my photograph down so that it is slightly smaller than 4x3. The cards are 4x3, so I've got a piece of basic black cut at 4x3, and basically I've just cut my photo down so it's a 1/4 inch shorter in each direction, so you can see, and then obviously I'm going to mat it in the middle. So I'll do that first. She says, I know I had, yes, some fast fuse, so I'm just going to grab some fast fuse. The back of photographs is not a particularly wonderful surface for fast fuse, but it's okay. So let's pop that down there. Now I could have used this, I cut this down from a 6x4 photo. I could have used the whole photo, but it was just not a very good photo. So cutting it down was actually a great option. So just pop that in the pocket. Now I'm actually going to do some very quick journaling first. I am a great one for journaling in your own handwriting. My handwriting is appalling, but it's my handwriting. So that's how I write. So that's what my writing looks like. So I'll just add a little bit of something here. So let's make my heart happy. Sunrise on mid-summers. Oops, be so much better if I could actually spell and write at the same time. On Midsummer's Day, 2 years ago, so 2016, from the Wittenham Clumps. Martin and I had a fun morning. Whoops. It's like trying to type when someone's watching. Watching and waiting. For the moment. We were joined by a cow, because we were. So that's all I'm writing. It's, you know, just a bit of something. So that then will slip in here. And as I say, it's not, my handwriting is not the greatest, but it's my handwriting. So I've then cut a piece of powder pink, and that is about 3/8 of an inch wide, bigger than the card base, and that I'm actually going to put it slightly off centre, because I'm then going to put this slightly off centre, so we're going to have a bit of a space. Actually, I might do it that way up so it's got more of the faded, because this is the stripe on one side and the little floral on the other, and I think I just want a bit more of the faded. And I'm actually going to stamp on this first. So I'm going to use from the Petal Palette stamp set, which is a 2-box set. I'm going to use these dots with the powder pink, because the powder pink is the colour that goes into the Memories and More. And I'm going to do it ombre, famous last words. The plan is I'm going to do it ombre. So I'm going to stamp off the edge. And then because I've stamped off the edge, I'm going to ink up again, stamp, and then stamp again, and then again. And the reason I came off the edge, I did it again, was, let me show you and see if I can do it again. I'm going to stamp again at the top. Now, if I stamp this again, I'm hoping, only just, I'll show you in a deeper colour in a minute. Just to finish this ombre. Right, so if I bring in, let's see, let's do Melon Mambo, it's a nice bright colour. And I'll bring in a scrap of Whisper White. This will do. So, if I ink this up in Melon Mambo and stamp over the edge and then stamp again, you're going to get the edge. Can you see there's a line here which is where the ink didn't touch the paper that was behind the piece of card, so you get this line and it actually follows through. Now, it's not so bad on a pattern like this, which is slightly granular anyway, but it's a habit to get into, that if you are stamping on the edge of something and you then want to do a second generation stamp, do make sure that you you do your second generation as a fresh stamp, so you don't get that line. So that's all I wanted to do on that, just to give it a bit of a, it was very white to my eye, it was very white, so it's slightly sad to have to cover up the pattern. But now I'm not going mad with adhesive because it's staying in a pocket. It's not like a card which is going to be handled, so it's not vital to put masses of adhesive on. And as I say, I'm deliberately doing it in the sort of bottom corner, and then I'll have this coming into the bottom corner as well. But I'm going to add behind, I'm going to add this die cut, which is from the matching die set, which if I had thought I would have had out. There it is. Right, so it's the Petal and More Thinlets. Now, this again is one of the optional extras. The stamp set is an optional extra, but if you buy those two together, you save 10% because they're a bundle. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back of this, and I will put some across. Whoops, that's the end of that fast fuse. That's fine. So I'm going to just grab another, oh, I can use snail. I've got some snail here. So just add some snail there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that down and then attach my card on top. Now, I don't mind that this is not stuck to this, because it's stuck to this, and therefore by definition is stuck. And again, it's going into a pocket, so it's worth remembering that when you're putting things into the pockets, you don't need to have everything so so heavily adhered. So I'm going to take one of our lovely embellishments, and I'm going to pop that just down there. And for that, I'm going to use a mini glue dot and just pop that on the back, and then down here. Just make sure it's properly stuck, but again, it's not going to go anywhere disastrous because it's in a pocket. Do I want anything else? Questions, you see. If you wanted, you could colour this, which might be quite nice to do. In fact, I might do that because I've got a blender pen here, so I can take some ink from the lid of my ink pad. Just make sure that my blender pen is clean, which it is. So take some ink from here and just add it to the card. And I'm not going to be, too precise. And I'm just doing the flowers because there's leaves here as well. You could add in some colour to your leaves. I did that on the earlier card where I used these cards. I used lemon lime twist, but just a little bit to add some colour and to tie the top to the bottom of the page. So that's that, so that can pop in there. And then my only question is whether I want some ribbon there. And I don't think I do. I think that's probably all I want. So that then slips in there. And then it gives you the back to do some more pages. Now you could either just put another photograph here and do your journaling here and put something else here, or you can fill these with completely separate cards. The decision for that is yours, but I think as a quick little memory, that's a really sweet little page. And what you can do is, obviously, if you're going on holiday or something like that, it's a great way to do a quick some quick memory keeping. And if you know what photographs you've taken, you could actually do some of your memory keeping while you're away, and then just fill the photos in once you get back and can get them printed, or get them printed wherever you are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a very quick introduction to Memories and More as a memory keeping process. I hope you found that interesting. And if you want to order the craft box, remember you've got until the 14th of April if you're paying by PayPal or by bank transfer. If you want to send me a check, I do need to receive that by the 10th of April, and I need to have issued you with an invoice. So just drop me an email. The details of that are in my on my blog, which is linked below. Drop me an email, say you want to order the box, and I'll get an invoice to you. I'll add in any of the extras that you request, and then as soon as you've paid, after the 14th of April, I will put the order in, get everything delivered and boxed up and out to you. So I've already got quite a few orders coming in. It's already been really popular. So do jump on board. I hope to see you very soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye!